Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the Three Hammers. It's Luke here, and we're there. It's that week. We're here. The final, the biggest game in West Ham's, definitely in my lifetime, since 2006. FA Cup final. I was only 21 then, 38 now. Obviously 2012 playoff as well, another massive game. But this is massive. This is, you know, our first European final for 40 odd years. You know, who cares what other teams say? You know, the Leicesters mocking us, and teams like that, and Spurs. Listen, this is a massive moment and a big crossroads moment in West Ham's future in terms of what we can do next season. You know, if we win this competition, we get ourselves in the Europa League again, and it puts us in good stead. You know, you're an attractive proposition to teams and players that may be sort of on the fence on whether to join West Ham. But you know, if you win a trophy, you've got that to give. We're playing Fiorentina, we all know that. Looking at their recent results, the weekend they won 3-1. I actually watched a bit of the game, they look really good. Scored a really good goal as well. Lost in the final to Inter. So they've had quite a good season actually. Finished 8th in their league, runner-up in the Coppa Italia, and obviously final Europa Conference League. So they've had a really, really good season. They're no mugs. They're definitely going to be the hardest team that we've played against this season. This is their 5th European final. They've only won one, back same as us in the 60s, 1961. They beat Rangers 2-1. Their most recent European final was in 1990 against Juve, which they lost. They've lost their other four actually. They've lost their other three actually. So they've been in 4, won 1, lost 3, and this is their next one. Obviously, I think we've been in two Cup Winners' Cups. Won 1, lost 1, and hopefully, you know, third time lucky, we get another one. Cabral, their striker, we was linked with him a few years ago. He's their top goal scorer, 17 goals in all competitions, 8 in the league. He's very, very good. Obviously they have Amrabat, the Moroccan you will know about, good pals with a Gerd. You know, was instrumental in getting Morocco to the semi-finals of the World Cup. Top player in that midfield. It's going to be a real good battle. In there, they've got Martinez, a really good centre back, was their player of the season last year. Their player of the season hasn't been announced this year, so I can't say who's been their superstar. Iconi on the right hand side, French international, full of pace. It's going to be a real test, whoever's up against him on Wednesday night. They usually play the 4-1-4-1. You know, with 4 at the back with a CDM, usually Amrabat playing there, and then a 4 across the front with the 1 up front of Cabral. They've still got Luka Jovic, former, you know, teammate of Sebastian Haller, and former Real Madrid. I don't know whether it's quite worked out for him over in Italy. You know, a bit of a sort of nearly player all the time he's been. Barak, you will remember as well, Czech Republic, blonde guy, plays in that midfield. He's good. I like him. I was impressed with him in the World Cup. He's going to be a tough one as well. We have played each other twice. Again, I've said that in a few videos recently. Back in the 70s, we lost 1-0 on both occasions. I've said this before as well in this video. Third time lucky, hopefully, you know, and this is the one where we get one over them. They're a team I've liked in the past. You know, back in the 90s, they were one of my favourite teams. Gabriel Batistuta is one of my favourite players ever. Man, the hardest side foot I've ever seen in my life. Scored one of the best goals I've ever seen in the Champions League as well, against Arsenal when Arsenal were playing their games at Wembley. Yeah, like I say, they've not been around that sort of level for a long time. But like I say, they've had a fantastic season. 8th and 2 finals. Man, listen, West Ham wouldn't mind that, would they? Just check my notes, see if I've missed anything important. Oh yeah, in terms of their path to the final, they beat Basel obviously in the semi-final. Good little team they were, but they managed to get over that. And again, will be their hardest test as well. Let's not forget that. Lech Poznan, Silverspor and Braga. of all teams they've come up against. So again, same as us really. We're their hardest game that they're going to come up against. Their manager has come out and said he's all up for using the dark arts in this game. We'll be looking for the little fouls and things like that. And as most people have pointed out, that could play into our hands. You know, we're quite good at set pieces and putting balls into the box. We've got some dangerous people that can finish off, so hopefully that will play into our hands. They're a possession-based team. They like to hold the ball. When teams have played them recently, if you do sit in against them, they can find it hard to break you down. So we'll probably see the similar tactics on what we've seen all season. Again, we shouldn't change our style just because the opposition, you know, Eddie Howe always says it with Newcastle, you know, teams need to adapt to the way we play, not us adapting to them, which is in some senses right. The setup I'd like to see, obviously Areola deserves his place, he has to play. Soufal on the right for me, even though I really think Kura's had a good game. It's hard, it's a tough one, the right back situation. It's harsh on whoever gets dropped. Zuma and Agurd obviously have to play the centre back role. I think it will be Cresswell on the left. I think for the set pieces that hopefully we win quite a few of them. Rice Paquette, and we know it's going to be Socha, even though I would like to see Pablo in there. Ben Rama is going to start. Antonio and Bone up front. There is rumours that Skamaka may be on the bench. I don't know whether these rumours are true. It would be fantastic to have that option there. If you've got him, Fornals, probably Lanzini maybe as well, if we did need him later on in the game. Hopefully we don't. Here's one for you that I've seen. Would you bring on Fabianski if it did go to penalties? God forbid. We know his record's better than Areola, and I think Areola would, you know, hold his hands up and say, yeah, maybe this is a good situation to bring him on. That's a tough one. It's a tough one. I think we can do it. I do. I think we found form at the right time towards the end of the season. Big players were putting in big performances. The fact that it probably is Declan Rice's last ever game, he's going to absolutely leave everything on the pitch, so he knows that if he wins this competition, he can leave West Ham a legend, and he will be a legend. All them players on the pitch, you know, join that legacy of that team that won the 64 Cup Winners' Cup. You know, another tag that will go in the stadium. Yeah, Paquette has been excellent. He could be the real difference. Arguably, probably will be between him and Rice, and probably Amrabat, who the best player on the pitch is on Wednesday night. The nerves are kicking in. I just want it now. I just want to get to that day. I just want to get there, just get these 2 days done, Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday we can really start getting excited and enjoying it. Excited, nervous, I don't know what emotions I'm going to be feeling. Yeah, I can't wait. I literally cannot wait. Paul flies out on Wednesday morning, and hopefully we'll be posting loads of videos up for the channel. You know, a real first eye view of what's going on, which would be fantastic. But anyway, guys, I really hope and pray that I'm back on Thursday morning, Wednesday night, whenever I get the chance to get back on the channel. I'll probably do a couple more videos between now and then. I'll probably do a video tomorrow and then Wednesday morning as well. But in terms of actual celebrations and stuff like that, oh, I don't know. Emotionally, I don't know if I can handle this game. It's going to be such a roller coaster. But hopefully, listen, we start well. We leave everything on the pitch. And most importantly, them boys leave us proud. That's the most important thing. It's such a big moment for the club. Any other stuff like transfers and David Moyes is going to be on hold until probably the end of this week. And then we'll get back onto that stuff. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Come on, you Irons, please do this for me.